sacrifice on display, but sacrificing future generations as well.
Over the years in football, there have been countless box office moments. Some moments have been amazing, some have been tough to watch, and some have just been downright baffling. When it comes to injuries over the years, it's no different. There have been utterly remarkable incidents that have kept players out of action for one reason or another. Have you heard the one about the player who sidelined himself for spending too long on his PlayStation? Or how about a former player who slipped on his dog urine? Here we take a look at 7 of the most weirdest football injuries that have taken places over the years. Number 7. Jurahim Boateng, hit by an airplane drinks trolley. Before Jurahim Boateng became a world-class defender, before he established himself at Bayern Munich, and just when he started playing for Germany national team, he was signed by Manchester City. At the time, City was still building a squad after spending huge amount of money, and they had paid approximately 10.5 million euros to Hamburger SV for younger Boateng services. However, fate had other plans for him. He had injured a tendon in his knees on international duty with Germany, was flying home with disaster struck. As luck would have it, he was involved in a collision with drinks trolley on the flight, and it aggravated his injury even further. The injury ruled him out of the mouth, and he couldn't start his season until the end of September. I imagine my start at the City to be quite different. Of course, he only lasted a year at City as he wished to move to Bayern to improve his chances of playing for the national team. Do you think this is a weird way to get injured? Wait till you see the number 1. You will blow your mind. Number 6. Kevin Prince Boateng. Too much sex. The Ghana international is a controversial character and has made the news for issues ranging from racism to his regret over how much money he spent. But he did not make the news this one time when he suffered a thigh injury. Boateng has sustained a muscular lesion in his left thigh, and estimated time to recovery is around 4 weeks, unless there are complications. At the time, fans thought the injury was a result of his exertion in the Derby della Madonia, where Milan lost to Inter. But the truth soon came out from an unlikely source, his then girlfriend and Italian model Melissa Setta. The reason why he's always injured is because we have sex 7 to 10 times a week, she said matter-of-factly. Safe to say, he was advised against it during the recovery period. Number 5. Alex Stepney, while shouting instructions to his teammates. Have you ever yelled at someone when you were agitated state and then dislocated your jaw? That's what happened to Manchester United goalkeeper Alex Stepney in 1975. But it may not have been entirely his fault. Earlier in the match against Birmingham, Stepney had been involved in a collision with Birmingham centre forward Bob Hatton had charged into him. It wasn't as serious as he thought, and he continued playing. However, the injury was clearly felt in the second half, as he shouted instructions to his defensive line and he dislocated his jaw. I just shouted for the ball when my jaw clicked and left me in agony. It was ridiculous. The damage must have been done when Bob Hatton flattered me very early in the game. Centre back Brian Greenhoff had to keep the goal for the rest of the game, and they managed to keep the clean sheet in a 2-0 win. Number 4. Charlie George lost his finger in a lawnmower. It's safe to say that Charlie George was a bona fide Arsenal legend, but he too was a victim of the rise of the machines. The man was from an old school of football player and wasn't one to hire people to tend his garden. But he may have reconsidered the decision when he lost his index finger. I lifted the mower up to clear some grass from the blades. When it moved and chopped off my finger, I suppose. I'm lucky that I did not lose my hand. George, the 29 years old, saw the lighter side of it, though, and joked that he would not be able to take a throw-in, and also paid no heed to those who said this career was over. I won't be able to take a throw-in or put 2 fingers at people, he joked. Number 3. Santiago Canizers, after shave is injurious to health. Spanish goalkeeper Santiago Canizers is a Valencian legend and was a key player in Los Tres La Liga triumph in 2001, 2, and 3 and 4. One image that will remain in a memory is that 2001 Championship League final, when Oliver Kahn consoled him after Bayern won on penalties. But one incident Canizares would not want anyone to remember was one that caused him to miss out of the 2002 World Cup. At the training base in Jesus prior to the quadrennial competition, Canizares accidentally smashed a bottle of aftershave, resulting in a shard of glass penetrating his flesh and severing a tendon in his right foot. It ruled him out of the World Cup and it allowed Iker Casillas to play in goal. Reflecting on the incident, Canizares said, "I do not consider myself to be an unlucky by any means. From the start of my career, I have had several strokes of good luck. But just like everyone else, I have also had difficult times. I still believe that the best moments of my career are yet to come, and health permitting, I will be aiming to be successful in the next World Cup." Canizares did make it to the 2006 World Cup squad, his last as an international player. Number 2. Ever Banega, run over by his own car. When Ever Banega was a star at Valencia, he made news for the wrong reason when he broke his ankle that ruled him out of action for 6 months. It wasn't an injury sustained after landing awkwardly. It was courtesy of his own car. The Argentine playmaker had driven his car to the petrol station to refuel and had forgotten to set the handbrake. When he got out of his car, the vehicle promptly rolled back and his foot was trapped under the car, leading to a broken leg. The player Ever Banega has suffered an accident with his own car after training on Sunday when he received a trauma to his left leg that caused a fracture to his tibia and the pronon bones. Valencia official statement. The club confirmed that it wasn't a clean breakout. Banega required surgery and it effectively ended his season. Number 1. Darren Banwood slipped on his dog's urine. Yes, you heard it right. Not many fans will remember Darren Banwood, a German brown Welsh wing back. His glory days saw him play for Chelsea and Barnsley in the Premier League. However, 5 months of his career in 1999 is a period he would like to forget. A dog is a man's best friend, but in this case, it turned out to be his worst enemy. But how can you blame a puppy that wasn't trained yet? He had just bought a new puppy, and because he was so young, he left a mess in the kitchen. I walked in just after my wife had cleared it up, slipped on the wet surface, and went head over heels. Barnard. Poor Barnard required surgery to fix the damage of his knee ligaments, and even Waves sorely missed his services. I told you last one would blow your mind and made you scratch your head. So comment down below your number 1 way to get injured. Just kidding. Tell me your favorite one from the bow. If you're interested in 8 facts about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, then click on the video on the left. If you're interested in 5 injuries that ended football career, then click on the video on the right. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you like the video. We provide you with the best football videos, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Till then, take care.